Tal Hazak-Lowy, Executive Director of Friends of the Children, Chicago. At Friends of the Children, our work begins with a simple belief. Every child deserves a stable, supportive foundation from which to grow. We pair children facing the greatest risk factors with highly trained, salaried professional mentors. We commit to staying by each child's side for 12 and a half years, no matter what. What we see every day in our work is that for a child to truly flourish, our efforts of support can't be just for the child. Today, we're here to explore a crucial question. How can we increase the likelihood of youth success by empowering entire families? Because when it comes to child well-being, one truth is inescapable. Children do not experience life in isolation. A child's well-being and ability to learn are inseparable from their home environment. When a child is learning to read or develop other skills, they do not magically suspend the trauma or stress that they may be experiencing at home. If they didn't have a bed to sleep in, or if they witnessed abuse at home, they aren't going to be in the brain state to learn. Too often, our human service systems operate in silos. Literacy initiatives, for example, don't typically address housing or trauma, but human beings don't live in silos. Families often face a web of challenges: housing insecurity, limited healthcare, unstable employment, food insecurity, and these directly shape a child's growth, behavior, and learning. When caregivers struggle with depression, violence, or lack of support, children carry those burdens too. Achieving true well-being requires addressing all of these things. They're all connected. As a child-serving organization, of course, we start with the child. But to truly help children, we must support their families as whole units. That's the principle behind two-gen or whole family approaches. By supporting families and caregivers, we increase the likelihood of the child's success. By empowering families and connecting them to resources, we stabilize households and unlock opportunities for children to thrive. When we invest in the whole family, we're not just helping one generation, we're changing the trajectory for generations to come. At Friends Chicago, our mission is to create generational change by empowering youth who live in communities most impacted by poverty, gun violence, and trauma. All of the youth in our program have experienced multiple adverse childhood experiences, such as exposure to violence, loss, instability, or neglect. We give them the relationships and space to feel safe and secure, and we help them build essential skills like literacy and goal setting. But none of that is enough if the environment around them is still unsafe or unstable. That's why we integrate support for caregivers into everything we do. Take Rashawn, an 8th grader in our program. Rashawn has been with us since kindergarten and is being raised by a single mother. Recently, his mother began dating a man who became physically abusive. Rashawn saw the man hurting his mom, and he beat him up in order to defend his mother. We can't ignore that reality while focusing solely on his reading scores or high school readiness. To help Rashawn succeed, we must support his mother too. Because we incorporate a two-gen approach, our family and community engagement team can connect his mom to domestic violence services and safe housing. Our on-site therapists can provide free trauma-informed counseling for both mother and son. Rashawn's mentor, Willie, can help him find ways to address and channel his anger. Perhaps most importantly, we keep showing up for both of them, mother and child, no matter what, even if they aren't ready, willing, or able to take specific actions or utilize particular support or services. And through our broader community, we can offer them a network of unconditional and non-judgmental care and belonging. A two-gen approach is not just about fixing immediate crises. It's about creating conditions for long-term stability and opportunity. I invite you to watch a video of a powerful panel discussion featuring Dr. Clinton Boyd Jr., the Executive Director of Fathers, Families, and Healthy Communities and a researcher at Chapin Hall, and Marjorie Sims, the Managing Director of Ascend at the Aspen Institute. You can find a link to the discussion in the notes below. Thank you.